Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, May 9th, 2023 at 12:22 a.m. in the morning. Um, so I thought I would have had some hope to get to go into the main city and get transportation to get some real food, some real fruits and vegetables, and real like fresh raw chicken or something like that, so I can cook it and cook the chicken or whatever, and eat it or whatever, but or if I can eat fresh raw fruits and some raw or cooked vegetables. But as I said, I spent nearly $100 at Dollar General, and then I went to get dinner to eat and a few other things at 7-Eleven. So I still don't know when the new Family Dollar Tree will open up. So what I found, it's only a small portion, like a very small amount of. I was surprised and shocked because any Dollar General, Family Dollar, I never before saw a Dollar General location or a Family Dollar have any natural food or healthy food or anything like that, really. Even Walgreens, CVS, they don't really ever have natural healthy food. So I felt like it was a little bit late, but so I found a few natural, healthy, organic or whatever items. So I had to get a mixture of frozen and canned fruits and vegetables, but they didn't have that much of variety, especially with the frozen stuff. They just had frozen green beans and broccoli, and I got me a thing of frozen mixed berries, and they say it's basically suitable for the freezer. I mean, suitable for making a smoothie, but I don't have a blender or a smoothie maker or anything like that. But I guess like when I was in Cincinnati, I ordered something like that on I think on DoorDash, maybe from I think that Meijer store or something like, I don't know how you pronounce it, but Meijer. I don't know how to pronounce it. I never heard it pronounced. So I was just eating the frozen berries, frozen mixed berries. So I mean, so I got like a few little frozen vegetables and a little bit of frozen fruit, and a few cans of like frozen fruit and vegetables, like some frozen canned pineapple more applesauce, and some canned carrots and peas. So I guess it'll do for now, um but I'm also glad that I saw the Vita Coco coconut water. I have picked me up a couple of those as well. So I got me also a little bit of they had a small thing of almond butter that's supposedly natural. I didn't get peanut butter this time. I got almond butter. So so I got some Tyson chicken breasts and some of that barbecue shredded pulled pork, and I got me some shrimp, and they were like $7.50 or $7.25 or something like that. And I got me some I had to get the small one because my refrigerator is a certain, the fridge and mini freezer. I mean, the mini fridge and, the mini fridge and freezer, is small. So I had to get the smaller hamburger patties. I couldn't get the big box, but I got the smaller one. So, so I didn't get eggs or milk. They didn't have milk, but they had eggs, but I didn't get eggs or milk. But I figured, well, maybe next time, another time I guess I'll just do without the milk and eggs. And, I didn't buy breakfast sausage because I'm pretty much tired of that anyway. So I figured that with the pasta that I have, is that I don't know. I mean, I will try to make a pasta casserole. I want to try to be creative and have the pasta casserole with like I envisioned or thought about, I don't know if envision is the right word, but I thought about this idea. Excuse me, if I can have a casserole of pasta, like the rotini pasta, and try my best to not overcook it. I've been accidentally overcooking food with the crock pot. So I need to try to tweak and manipulate how to not overcook food in the crock pot. So I would like to have like some rotini pasta, what I have, the pasta, and also I was gonna do different cheese, but I figured since I got the burgers, I love American cheese with my burgers. So I put the other cheese back, the mozzarella and mild cheddar. I don't even like cheddar. But at first I was gonna do mix with like mozzarella, cheddar, and cream cheese and make a cheese sauce. But I just got like American cheese and cream cheese. So if I can have like a pasta casserole dish or something with some like pasta and American cheese. Excuse me, pasta and American cheese, and some like pasta, American cheese, cream cheese, and also let's see, pasta, American cheese, cream cheese, that um excuse me, that pulled pork, and some also, if maybe I might add the shrimp in there. Maybe I might not add the shrimp in there. And have it with some I do not like green beans, but I don't know if I can have like some green beans and carrots. Um I'm trying to figure out how to do this how to do this, so that's what I thought of to do, but I don't know if that might be too much food all in one pot. But I thought that maybe later on later on this week, maybe Friday or something, if I can try to make the casserole dish. So I don't know how long the pulled pork, I don't have enough room for it in the freezer, but I don't know how long it will last in the refrigerator. And it's already cooked. It's already cooked and has barbecue. It just need to be warmed up. But I love barbecue sauce and cheese. Like, I love barbecue cheeseburgers. Um, I love barbecue chicken pizza, but those ain't really healthy. But so I was able to find a few little bit of healthier items. I was shocked and surprised because I thought that Dollar General and Family Dollar and stuff like that had no healthy food. But if you go to the rich folks, Dollar Tree, even in New Orleans, my hometown, if you go to the rich folks Dollar Tree, I was surprised at how much organic and natural food and snacks or whatever that you could get for $1 at Dollar Tree. In my hometown, New Orleans, the one that was I think it's Canal and Carrollton. It's kind of tucked in the corner, somewhere up in that area. But yeah, that Dollar Tree and a few other places. Like, now, when I was living in Jefferson, Shrewsbury, part of my hometown, New Orleans, the Winn-Dixie had mainly junk food. And that was considered the hood. But the few days that I did a cab driving job, when I got lost and accidentally had to drive the fucking Causeway Bridge, that was like freaking torture. The 30 minutes seemed like an eternity. So driving the Causeway Bridge, I accidentally got lost. Because the gang stalkers freaking sleep deprived me and everything. So the day before, I accidentally got lost and ended up on a Huey P. Long Bridge. And then right after, the car ended up breaking down and I was stranded in nobody wanted to help me. And the girl who ran the cab company was a perp too. And they all basically, I'm like, why the hell would you, you know, if you operate a cab service, why would you shortly after you hire me, then you turn around and block my number? And then when I ask you about it, you say something about that you were avoiding CPS trying to take your kids, and that my phone number seemed too similar or something like that. But they were on some weird shady perp shit too. Gave me always give me a bad car to drive for the cab, and then blame me for every fuck up. If you give me the cab to drive, and the moment I turn on the ignition, all the warning lights come on. And then I'm like, you just gave me this car. All I did was turn on the ignition, and you already blaming me, saying it's my fault. You did this. That I did this and that to the car. So that's some abusive, narcissistic perp stuff, So, but anyway, going to I accidentally ended up in Mandeville. And when I went to that Winn-Dixie, it took for me to eat like a piece of fruit, like an apple, and I was dirt broke and poor, had really no money, and trying to make money, trying to make a living with cab driving. So I was about to go home and accidentally made a turn the opposite way and got confused. But I'm glad that God saw me through it and that, nothing happened. So I made it home safe. And that was torture. A hell of a ride. But anyway, so when I went to that Winn-Dixie in Mandeville, that Winn-Dixie was the rich folks area. And so they had a whole bunch of natural, healthy, organic food. And they even had an organic section. The Winn-Dixie was bigger than the Winn-Dixie that was walking distance from my house and everything like that. So I was like, wow. So look how they do low-income people in the low-income neighborhoods. They must feel like if a person has low income and you put a Winn-Dixie in a low-income neighborhood, then they must figure that ghetto people in the hood won't be interested in buying, organic, natural, healthy food. But like I said the other day, that on rare occasions I have seen people, in the hood who want to try to better their health. But it's not many, but it's a few of them. But most of them glorify, eating mainstream McDonald's or something like that. So if that's a badge of honor for them to try to, glorify McDonald's and, bad food. So one time they had this lady, I think she was homeless, but some people say she wasn't homeless and that she had a place to live. But I don't know if they were lying on her or telling the truth. But one time I tried to offer her a nutritious, healthy meal. And she said, oh, no, I can't have that. I'm on a diet. I turn around. Somebody offered her Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles. And she was glad to take that with the quickness. I'm like, wow. But it was like some black-eyed peas and rice with some, I think some kind of ham in it. I made it. So, with all the beans that I have, I didn't even get, more beans. But if I would have gone to the big store and got what I really wanted, then I would have got me some more dry beans or something. But even when I was at Dollar General, a few hours ago, it's like everybody want to crowd up in the same aisle as me and try to walk near me and make it like as if I'm in their way and try to cause me panic, and I can't even concentrate or think to get my stuff. So um so I'm estimating that the food I have should last me um it should last me at least a week. But if I can't fit the shrimp in the crock pot, then I'm undecided on, I'm undecided on what to do with the shrimp. um, or I might just have like shrimp and mashed potato. Like I found me some instant mashed potatoes. I thought it was hard to find, but I found me some. And they were small little packets. I mean, small little, packets rather than a big box. But I got me some instant mashed potatoes, shrimp. Like it was big shrimp. I was trying to get the small one, but for the same price, the big shrimp served more people, four instead of two and a half. So I got the big shrimp. So trying to just be creative and trying to survive what the food that I have, but um as I said, I should have enough to last me at least a week. And then next Monday is the 15th. So I was trying to say that if I don't get food stamps before the month is out, then I'm going to have to be, having to ask for help with money for food. But I'm not trying to ask for help at the moment, but I'm just saying that in the future, if I haven't gotten any food stamps, then, I may have to ask for help, you know. So I got the generic brand of Eggo waffles because I got the generic brand of Eggo waffles. Excuse me, because I don't have you know, a way to make pancakes or waffles. But so I can just warm the waffles in the toaster oven. I can just warm up the waffles in the toaster oven, and then I bought some honey, but it's a bigger thing of honey. Um, but it's grade A honey, but it doesn't say that it's raw. So it doesn't say raw or unfiltered. It just says honey, but excuse me, but it doesn't look like it's lighter colored like the fake honey. So I got some honey to try to drizzle over the waffles. I don't know if I can. I know it would be nasty if I microwaved it. Oh nope, it says yeah, it says not suitable for microwave ovens. And so So I mean, depending on how late I wake up or how early I wake up, depending on how early or late I might wake up, or if I can even get any sleep, um, I don't know if I just have waffles and peanut butter and honey maybe, and some I might put a can of pineapples in the fridge because I love cold pineapples and I love cold pineapple juice. Yeah, so I mean, I don't get to have pineapple juice that often, but I love pineapple juice. It's one of my top favorite fruit juices to drink, but I don't get to have it that often. And so I bought like a few items more. You know, I can't think of everything I bought, but I'm just letting y'all know how I'm surviving. I think I did mention that I got me some oatmeal. I got me some oatmeal too. Some more oatmeal. I don't know if I might have waffles or farina for breakfast. I don't know. But I can't have the last of the cereal because I ran out of milk. So, I don't know. I might go get some more milk. I don't know if I should. But, um, I mean, as I said, I'm glad that, I was shocked and impressed that, that they have a few natural items that they say organic and non-GMO. So I'm kind of tired of the beans and rice. So it was less than $100 worth of food. Well, almost $100 at Dollar General alone. That it was almost $100, and I think that's enough to stretch me at least a week. At least a week it can stretch me. But if I had to live like I was homeless, you know, eating like at Dairy Queen, like 15 times 5 is 75, right? Um, so if I ate at Dairy Queen one meal for 7 days, that's like $105. So I guess I can have 3 times that, you know, for I can have 3 times that amount is what I guess I don't know. It might be more. I don't think it'll be less than 7 days worth of food, but I think it's at least 7 days worth of food that I should be good. At least 7 days. So um so I mean I don't have to worry about um going needing to go and get food for like at least a week. So I'm basically just letting y'all know how I'm surviving, with struggling, you know, penny to penny. And back in 2007, I didn't really have any, I struggled and suffered in silence. None of my family really helped me. I was actually very depressed because of my financial struggles, and I could not get a job at all in Denton, Texas. They would not let me work in New York, and they wanted me to focus on a fake mental health program. Oh, you know what? No, I'm sorry. I thought about maybe I'm gonna have some almond butter and waffles. That's what I meant. Almond butter, not peanut butter. I'm sorry that I got off track, but um so I mean, so I couldn't get a job in New York. They wanted to force me to focus on mental health. I had just graduated from college. They wouldn't let me have a job in New York. I probably wouldn't have lasted anyway. They're brutal and cruel in New York. Heartless, soulless, lifeless in New York. And um so then Denton, Texas, I could not get a job at all. Los Angeles, California, I could not get a job at all. Greenville, South Carolina, I could not get a job at all. That was like 11 or 12 years. And then I had to, in my hometown, New Orleans, I had to do a few temp service trade shows. In order to get my foot in the door as quote unquote having any work experience at all. And the most I was able to get would be like temp service or temp service or seasonal positions. And seasonal positions could sometimes last 4 days or 3 days. So I didn't get my first permanent job until Pensacola. And the most I can last is like 2 months due to the workplace mobbing and gang stalking. But certain jobs like the Avis job and stuff was supposed to be a permanent position. And they say you could rise up and get promoted quickly. But some people say that, that it's a high turnover. When I worked at Seville Quarter, they said that was a high turnover. That employees don't get paid enough and that they get burned out. And even the customers, when I went to Seville Quarter, they would ask how much I get paid. And if I said, well, they pay me $10 an hour, they shook their head and thought I deserved way more. That they said that I worked too hard for $10 an hour, or that everything was, too good to be $10 an hour. So they were impressed by my cleaning. But that abusive, narcissistic Jamaican guy, Michael, when he tried to be abusive, bossy, and controlling, and You know, the other guys had a fight, not a physical fight, but like a heated argument with them. I mean, with him. They had a heated argument with him. Excuse me. They had a heated argument with him, and they said that he was on a power trip. This co-workers, Michael was like the substitute boss because Mr. Darrell, who was the real immediate supervisor over us, I forgot what was the reason why. I think Mr. Darrell was on like 2 weeks vacation. And so Mr. Darrell was working 2 jobs and working his ass off. And I heard he was former military, but you would have never thought it. So Mr. Darrell had, you know, he would have two jobs, cleaning, both cleaning. And so I mean, the perps even made fake slander campaigns and manipulated and twisted my videos and had former co-workers confronting me, getting mad at me. But one thing about the workplace mobbing though, Michael he's the Jamaican guy. He was the substitute boss, the substitute immediate supervisor. Now, the co-workers argued with him and didn't want, they didn't want him telling them what to do. But at the same time, they were not my boss and they were bossy and controlling towards me. Remember, if any of y'all remember from almost 2 years ago, that perp Roderick, me and him got into a heated argument and then after we got into it, he started to do passive aggressive stuff. But before then, he used to act like he sexually wanted me, but he claimed he had a girlfriend and stuff. So Roderick was a freaking perp. And so now funny thing is, Roderick got fired because he had a court date. Well, he said he got fired because he had a court date, and I'm like, the actual owners would choose favoritism on who they allowed to miss days. Like that one weekend, it was June 2021. I was there for a couple of weeks, and I was sick over the weekend. I was extremely sick. And they threatened to fire me and said, well, I'm going to assume that you have abandoned the job. But and they have fired some people and then let them come back. And so they had this light-skinned guy, I think they say his name was Derek, but he looked biracial or more leaning towards looking more white. But they let him off, basically, and they fired him and then took him back. And they said he didn't like to work. So they had this guy that people pointed out and said that he was from New Orleans, but he used to be like one of the line cooks or whatever at Seville Quarter, and he used to perp me and treat me mean, and he was working 2 jobs, working at Seville Quarter and at Angelina's restaurant, like right next door. So I can't even be working 2 jobs. I can't even work 1 job. So a few hours ago, as I said, I tried to go and look on Craigslist for jobs and gigs and found nothing. And so all the jobs are CDL Class A truck driving jobs, where they want you with at least 2 years of experience. So, still can't find nothing. So, the fake Aquarium Doris and the fake Darnell Williams perp, they both got their dosage of the day to harass me. So they got their dosage of the day to harass me. So I guess, I try to back off for a few days, but since my body is so sensitive because it's almost that time of the month, I'm starting in advance to I can't fully alkalize my body like I would want to because I don't have the proper, natural healthy fruits and vegetables and foods to detox. So so I guess I'll be taking the clay every day until after maybe day 3. And this other clay, it doesn't seem, as I said, the clay that's new to me, the fossil power, it doesn't seem like it does that great. Maybe sometimes when it wants to, but it doesn't seem like it does that great with taking away pain and inflammation. But that Great Plains Yerba Prima, it starts to work. The inflammation starts to go down within 30 minutes. So I don't know if they were tonsil stones or if it was a strep throat kind of thing I was dealing with. And this was like before I left Pensacola. And all it took for me was to brush my teeth with the Yerba Prima Great Plains. All it took was one time to brush my teeth. And then by the next morning, whatever infection, if that was like a if that was a if that was an infection for strep throat or something, then it knocked it out like within less than 24 hours. The next day I noticed everything was gone. So when I take the Amazing Grass Green Supplement food, and if I also have like the Great Plains Yerba Prima bentonite clay, I don't have to take them together, or I could take them together, and it takes the pain and inflammation. I don't even feel it. So, I could stand on my feet for longer. I don't have to have I don't have to have painful menstrual periods. I could end up having painless menstrual periods. But this fossil power stuff, they have high reviews and everybody else says that it works. But it was effective enough that I had leftover glue from the braces for years. And it seemed like the fossil power seemed like it was effective enough to take that off. So if I brush my teeth and brush my tongue, it's very hard to get the white stuff off when I use the fossil power. And then my breath still tastes and smells like a sack of shit. But the smell, the white goo on your tongue, like the oral thrush or whatever, it doesn't take much effort with the Great Plains Yerba Prima bentonite clay. So with the fossil power, in order to take off the taste and smell, off my tongue and the white stuff, I have to add some baking soda or Himalayan pink salt and scrub it off like real hard in order for the taste to get off that bad taste to get off my tongue and all the white stuff. and then the infection will go down like a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think this will be the first and last time I'll try to, use that fossil power stuff. And I guess I'll just keep using it until it's gone. Just deal with it, I guess. But it will last seemingly like an eternity. For as far as using it for toothpaste and brushing my teeth with it. I mean brushing my teeth and using it as toothpaste and trying to take it as internal detox. But my diet hasn't been the greatest lately, so I'm pretty sure I have like inflammation, candidiasis or candida infection, candida fungus throughout my body and all that. But so I feel like there has to be some doggone, I gotta find a way to survive living here. And it's like, as I say, it's a pain in the ass to be just here. It's like as if I'd be like, I mean, I wish that, even if it's, they don't have places that would be easy to go to, like a summer daycation or a summer vacation or something. And they don't have anything really here. And they don't have much of nothing in Victoria. Not even a place to go swim. I thought that they would have had some place to go swim here, but the most they might have is a splash pad for the kids. But what about for the grown folks to cool off? So, somebody was trying to tell me that that pink Himalayan salt is toxic. Well, some people say it is, and some people say it ain't. But I need to do further research. But I guess I need to start back to using Celtic sea salt. So it's 1:10 a.m. and the solution that I made to try to get rid of gnats and stuff, it seems like it's slowly but surely starting to work when using like the fake junk apple cider vinegar and some dishwashing liquid and sugar and water. It's taking a bit, but it's trying to get rid of them. But some people made it like as if they get rid of them like real fast, like crazy, but yeah, I mean, it's like the food I have is like a lot of processed junk. So I guess maybe, because if I make, I guess I got to try to downsize some of the stuff in the freezer, because if I try to make the casserole now and have all that stuff in the freezer, then if I try to make the casserole now and then have all that stuff in the freezer, then I wouldn't have enough room to like freeze the leftovers. So let me try to see something. Yeah, so I almost forgot the cream cheese. I almost forgot to put it in the I almost forgot to put the cream cheese in the refrigerator. I'm glad I got it. But oh wow. Okay, so they're saying that this Lloyd's I mean, I know it ain't healthy. It ain't the healthiest, but this is so flavor wise, it's so good. So I was gonna put this with the pasta. So yeah, I was gonna put this with the pasta, but they must have some preservatives in order to keep it, you know. But this is some flavor wise, this is some real good stuff. So I would love to have this look like a burger. You see this burger right here with some American cheese. It'd be my favorite. But I'm not doing that this time. I'm trying to make some pasta. You know, trying to make some pasta with it. So earlier I you know, washed the dishes. I had a lot of dishes to wash. Wash the dishes. Excuse me. I washed the dishes and took out the trash. So, you know, I already told y'all that I was sleep deprived and try to I was sleep deprived and tried to take a you know, it was a failed attempt at trying to take a nap. But so anyway, I'm gonna go for now, and thanks for listening to me. I'll see y'all.